5 killed in train crash near Indonesia's Jakarta. Rescue efforts ongoing. Head of Indonesia's National Rescue Agency says efforts continue to remove people trapped in wreckage after crash. At least 5 people have been killed and dozens injured in a collision involving 2 trains near the Indonesian capital, Jakarta, with reports of passengers being trapped in the wreckage as rescue efforts continue. The crash late on Monday night occurred at Bekasi city's rail station, adjoining Jakarta, between a commuter line train and a long-distance train. The spokesperson for the commuter line operator, Karina Amanda, told the Reuters news agency emergency workers were still actively working at the scene in the early hours of Tuesday morning, with one official telling the AFP news agency that at least 4 people remained trapped alive in the wreckage of the crash. Currently, there are 5 victims, and of course, the evacuation process will continue, so the exact number of victims has not been determined yet. Mohammad Syafii, the head of Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency BASARNAS, said early on Tuesday, according to Indonesian news outlet commuter.com. Syafii said efforts to rescue those still trapped in the wreckage were complicated by the limited space in which rescuers were working and the severe damage to the train carriages. Emergency workers are working slowly to cut away wreckage and free those trapped inside the mangled carriages, Syafii said, according to commuter.com. Advertisement rescuers were seen using angle grinders to cut through the metal framework of train compartments to free passengers, according to reports at the scene of the accident. Ann Perber, the spokeswoman for the state-owned railway operator KAI, also said that 5 people had been killed and that 79 people were still at hospitals for observation, according to AFP. Franoto Wibowo, a spokesman for KAI, said a taxi appears to have clipped the commuter train on a level crossing, causing it to come to a standstill on the tracks, where it was then hit by the long-distance train. Commuter.com identified the trains involved as the Jakarta to